So, hi everyone. Happy new moon in Cancer, although happy isn't really a word that springs to mind when I think of Cancer energy. Mothering, loving, caring, nurturing, cuddles, cups of tea, comfort, all that kind of energy comes to mind. I can feel a lot of energy going straight to my crown chakra as I'm talking here, so already I know that they're definitely wanting to send a lot of that healing energy to you today if you're open to it. If you can hear it's really heavy rain here. It's a good example of trusting my intuition, trusting your intuition if you listen to the story. Wow, that's really heavy. I was like, I've got my new moon workshop with my group in a bit. I want to get out for a walk before I come back and do that, and then because I probably just need to rest because I was doing stuff with my course yesterday, and I really need to watch my energy. Anyway, blah 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 blah. Something just told me to stay in, and then the heaviest rain ever started. But although some people would be like, "Oh yeah, I'm glad I stayed in," I'm kind of like, "Oh, I want to be out in that." You know what I mean? And that's how I'm. Everybody's different, but I'm kind of different in that way that everyone would go on about. Oh, these are the kind of days I love. Just being in my bed or being cozy with a blanket on the couch and watching the rain. Yeah, I love that too. Like, it's nice. Like, I'm sort of chilling in my bed doing this right now, and the rain's so heavy it's like pouring down my window. But I do also love being out in that, in my wellies and my rain jacket and that. I might just get some energy out of nowhere and go out in that for 30 minutes. But anyway, the point is, this is very much Cancer New Moon energy. Cancer New Moon is hashtag all the feels. Cancer is a water sign. Obviously, it's raining right now. And like I said, happy isn't the first word that springs to me when I think of Cancer energy in general. Now, that doesn't mean that everybody that's a Cancer sun is miserable, right? Don't get me wrong on that. It means more prone to being miserable, to be honest. And again, every Cancer Sun family member or soul family member that I know, yeah, it is. It's just a fact. Like, it's more that energy, wherever it is in your chart, you're more prone to looking at what's not going right, or sadness, or I've got a few people in my life that are Cancer Sun that are kind of moany. It's just saying, but that can be through different placements. But we can all be all these things, right? It's every sign has got the light and the dark, the shadow to it. It's like, I'll rip into Aries for a bit here. Maybe we need to do a regular roasting of the signs. Like, Aries always gets a knock in for being like angry and fiery, and and I mean, there's nothing wrong with fiery, and there's actually nothing wrong with anger. It's passion, but people can just reframe it in a different way. And honest, sometimes you know, you're too honest, you shouldn't be saying that, you're too direct, or but it's, you know what I mean. But then loads of people love that. So Aries is also very, it's the inner child. It's magical inner child energy. It's so positive. It's like a cheerleader. So it's really just, it's about looking at all signs and balance. Anyway, I didn't mean to go into light and dark of the signs, but I'm just sort of saying. So anyway, like I say, Cancer energy is incredibly mothering. Oh, that's funny. You got 4 minutes because it's the fourth house in astrology. So yeah, incredibly mothering. I've got hugely mothering placements in my chart. And Cancer energy, it is hashtag all the feels. So put down below, are you hashtag all the feels today? I know that I am. My hay fever is pretty bad today, and it's, if I just kept up the juicing, it wouldn't be. So again, if you get hay fever really bad, definitely try out juicing, because I notice when I stop, it comes on full force. So I'll be getting on to the juicing again. And I don't mean smoothies, it's not the same. It's definitely juicing. Anyway, let's go on with this. So, like I said, hashtag all the feels. Any kind of feelings come up in Cancer Moon. It could be the weight of the world. That's what I usually say. See, when it's Cancer Moon, it's sadness. The shadow side of Cancer energy is sadness, depression, despair to a certain extent. It's trauma. So it's ancestral healing, it's generational healing, and I've been channeling about ancestral generational healing loads over the past sort of few weeks or even months. I talk about it quite a lot anyway because it's a big part of my shamanic work that I do with people. But yeah, it's very much in the air right now, being in Cancer season, and again the sun and the moon is in Cancer right now. So if you are feeling extra emotional, just really be kind to yourself, be gentle with yourself, and just get some rest if you can. Let's see what this says. I meant to have an amazing day, but you see, that makes me laugh. That's probably because you might not be in the mood for an amazing day. Like, you might be feeling a bit fed up. Like, I'm not feeling fed up. I'm a bit tired. I'm not even as tired as what I've been other times, to be honest. And I probably should be, because I was doing a live Zooms actually for quite a while last night in the end of the course that I'm running near the blocks to subconscious. Oh, can't even fucking talk. Subconscious blocks to everything. It was meant to be love, but we're pushing through blocks to everything. So yeah, I should probably be a bit more tired, but I'm just kind of chill. I'm in chill mode. And like I say, I'm just resting in my bed before I've got to do the workshop in my group in just over an hour. And that's what you should do. We should honour resting and recharging, renewing our energy, especially when we've got to give a lot of energy out again. And like I say, because a lot of the work that I do with women is around ancestral healing and trauma healing, and I'd say all of the work I do with anyone is to do with healing trauma. It's what I'm here to do. I take people from your wounded inner child to your empowered inner child. I need my energy for that, and it's like I was saying to the ladies in my group that it's every group thing I do with anyone at any time, especially that course I'm doing, because it's running for, it's went in the third month now. It's a womb activation in itself, because I hold that energy. It's very powerful. It's opens up a lot of things for people. But like I always say, it's like if you've got the courage to face the darkness and your wounds, then all this magic and miracles, even more magic and miracles will come about, opposed to if you're someone that isn't willing to go into the darkness. Oh, that's deep, but it's true, because like I say, Cancer is the bottom part of the chart. It's the subconscious, really. It's the buried treasure. You could see it as it's the skeletons in the closet, the buried past, because it is the past energy as well. Or you could see it as it's buried treasure. Once you're willing to go there, to the depressed, pushed down feelings, and take them out and look at them, and realise that we all can feel like that, can bring about magic and miracles. And you're like, oh, that's really deep. Right, okay, so on that note, because we are a twin flame channel here, yes, we are a YouTube channel, but I am also a twin flame channel for the divine. See what I did there? So I'm going to pull a Rumi card. These are incredibly romantical cards. And it seems to be an incredibly romantical week, because lots of people are coming into twin flame union, not reunion, where you come together in part and you come together in part and you come together in part. A lot of people are coming into a twin flame permanent union, where that's used. You're not going to piss each other about, and I don't know what I was going to say there, piss each other off, whatever, that might be the case too. Again, you and your twin do massively trigger each other. It's just some people might be a wee bit more polite about it. To be honest with you, I kind of feel like with me and my twin flame, although I'm definitely not naive to think that he will have said things about me, like, like, I don't know, whatever. He will have definitely said things at some point along the line that, and I don't even know. I do know, but I don't want it, whatever, because you don't know that for definite, but I do know, I can feel it. it's part of the forgiveness. It's part of the, do you know what? It's in the past, like I just said, it's in the past. And when your twin flame is maybe being saying shit like that, they've not really been true to themselves. It kind of, but I like telling the fact that it was their truth in that moment, or so they thought. But you know what I mean. So just for anyone else out there that might be harboring some resentment or anger about that, like really just sort of assess, is it worth it? Because for me, like in my dynamic, it's not worth it. Like, and I always think about that. I'm like, regardless, you know, a lot of us twin flames, we don't know exactly what is going on in our twin flame's life. And if you're as respectful as me, I don't go asking either. Like, and oh, this is really annoying that they're doing this again. But anyway, it's fine. I put my own shit aside, put my ego aside to deliver the message. I was literally sitting there, and because it's quite, you know, this is a very still, very feminine energy. And I put the TV on, right? I was actually going to see what was on the movie channel, and it was the OC. Now, I never watched the OC when I was younger, right? Orange County or something. But I caught it the other day and I quite liked it. And anyway, it was on and I thought, oh, this kind of got into it, right? And I was literally just thinking to myself, I really just want to message him and let him know that I'm here. And then I thought, but he knows that I'm here. Like, he knows that he can come and talk to me whenever he wants. Like, he can message me whenever he wants. He can call me. He can fucking turn up my door even at 11:44, Twin Flames. Although I'm not a fan of people doing that. You know what I mean? It's like someone said in a live like 6 months ago when I started doing those lives on YouTube. Obviously, this is on YouTube. Actually, she was called Claire as well. Claire, if you're watching. She said the door will always be open for my twin flame. Like, whenever he wanted to, if ever he needed me, like, my door's always open. And that really hit me, because it was like, that's the truth of me too. I told my twin flame years ago that I could never say no to his eyes. And I was like, as soon as I said it, I was like, shit, I shouldn't have said that to him. And like, say, that wasn't, I wouldn't say that was not, it's not like we weren't told dicks to each other, do you know what I mean? It's like we were always very lovely to each other. Is my, what the fuck? What was that? That's weird. What did the flash just do there? I must have kind of touched it with my finger, but very interesting. That's really interesting, because I always talk about my twin flame activation, and I didn't even know that's what it was at the time, but I know, you know, I've known for a while now that's what it was. From piecing together what other people have experienced as well. That's what happened in a moment that we had. To me, it was like a light flashed out his eyes, and I just saw the future. Talk about crystal clear visions. Maybe we could say crystal clear visions was born in that moment, even though, like, say, I was very psychic from a kid, but yeah, something heightened from that moment. Anyway, that's just weird that they flashed on that. Anyway, this has been far too cute, so can we just get on with this and pull the Rumi card? But yeah, basically I'm saying that because my eyes are being drawn to a blackboard over there that says rest and relax. So it's like, if you are a feminine energy and you're feeling really pulled to take action towards your masculine, and this is on point actually, but I know this is on point because this is what came up when I was doing group work yesterday, was there was this strong pull for people to do things, and then one of the, I love it, one of my soul fam members, you know who you are, said, one of our soul fam members said, I heard Claire's, you know, well, she was talking to me, so she said to herself, oh, now I can hear Claire's voice saying, I can't remember, she said, you just fucking stay still or something. It was something like that, you know what I mean? And I laughed because I was like, you know, that's what I hear for myself too. And that's kind of what I'm saying, is like, that real mothering part of me is really strong right now. Like, I don't know what is going on with my twin flame, just like a lot of us don't know exactly what, but I just want to scoop him up and cuddle him, do you know what I mean? And again, it's, guys, 1444, 144, I'm not always in those feels, do you know what I mean? And I'm not meaning I'm in angry feels or anything towards them. I'm meaning, like, I think you know what I'm meaning, right? Like other times it's like, I'm not exactly going to sit here and describe what I'd like to do, right? But today, keeping with the new moon in Cancer, I just really do just want to cuddle. Do you know what I mean? And the thing is, it's like, maybe he needs that. Maybe I am feeling I want to do that because he needs that. And he specifically needs that from me. Like he just needs a cuddle from me. He needs mothering from me. Because I sure as hell know that I need, I don't normally say sure as hell, sure as heaven know that, yeah, like, nothing's going to be a cuddle from him after all these years as well. But you know what I'm saying? So I feel this is really going on right now. But it's just I know that I'm not reaching out because it is a twin flame thing, and some twin flames can ignore that, and true twin flames usually don't. It's not like we don't feel the urge to reach out our twin as well, because we really do. Those of us that have been on the journey and kind of know this. Why is that coming in? It's just, I've said the whole time I believe in him. Like, I've never not believed in him. I've never not believed that he would get it one day, like what me and him are. And like I said the other day, like, I remember when there was a lot of people channeling about the physical unions not taking place till June 2022. And bear in mind, we've only got a fucking day left, or 2 days of June as I'm filming this. But how interesting. My eyes just got led over a postcard that I had in my old house, which is the last house. And I've not lived in that house. I've lived in several other flats since then. But that postcard was in my hallway. And that's the last house in mine that he was in. And it was in my hallway. There was 3 postcards, and it's got a beach with 2 love hearts made out of shells beside one another. And that just kind of shows you, like, although I wouldn't have been as conscious of what the twin flame journey was, I kind of always have known. And that's why I always say, even before I knew what twin flames were, I've always been led to 2 things rather than one. And like, in my shamanic stuff, I would always, when we were told to, going or invited to go and pick up a stone, I'd always be picking up 2 stones that fitted together, kind of shit. You know what I mean? It makes me wonder whether he's going to say something like that, actually. Like something. So he might not have had the same experience, but it would be kind of cool if he did. But anyway, that's just quite interesting, because that is pretty much like manifesting. It's like I knew that looking at that postcard, whatever it was always going to remind me what it meant, because it did mean that to me. It did mean that I wanted true love. Yeah, with him. To anyone else, it just looks like a nice postcard of a sunset on a beach with shells, you know what I mean? Like, also, I know that's going to be meaningful to someone watching this, that it's the outline of hearts, because I remember channeling that in someone's mediumship reading once. Right, anyway, so with all that cute stuff being said, and that fear of me being like, oh shit, I don't want to put that out there, I felt it really needed to be said, because, that's why I was talking about the OC, because right as I was thinking, man, I've just got this really strong feeling that I want to message him to be like, that's what I mean. I don't know what I would say, but then maybe it's because he's feeling like, I don't know, I don't know what to say, or maybe it's because it's not even me and my twin flame at all, and it's one of you and your twin flame. I don't know. It's a bit of all of it, but what was weird was right as I was thinking it, I shit you not, on the OC, the guy said, I'm just giving him his space right now. Right as I was thinking to myself, why am I not messaging him? And that's the reason why I'm just giving him his space. It's like I feel he needs time and space and to get his energy back after whatever it is. And the thing is, it could be with some twin flames, they actually have already done that, and it's just they're wanting to come in their own time. But some twin flames, it's like they're not coming forward because they haven't got the energy, and they've got other stuff going on in their life. And that's what I mean about the timing has got to be right, I feel, with stuff like that. So you got to tune into your own situation. Anyway, this phone's getting very hot. That's gonna have something to do with it too, isn't it? This phone's getting very hot. Does that mean? And it's funny that it's the phone too. It's about kind of like that feeling, that passionate, desiring feelings getting so hot that some divine masculines aren't going to be able to stay away. That's funny. Stay away very long. Providing there's no other romantic links in the picture and they're feeling like it's the right time. That's why there's a lot of physical unions taking place. Right, anyway, let's pull the Rumi card. I'll have to watch this back and fucking decide whether I'm putting out there. Again, let's be honest, for fuck's sake, with everything else that I've said, the wee bits that I dive into my own shit, as if this is like a big, it's not too much different. It just feels more vulnerable, I guess. I don't know why though, it's the exact same as what I shared all the other times. Anyway, if you're new around here, because like 12 new people have joined, welcome. You're a hashtag newbie, put it in the comments if you're not shy. And welcome to the hashtag oldies. You can put that in the comments too if you want to. So it's quite funny because that's why I will say hashtag before some shit. And I meant to say it another one, like put in the comments whether you're that's what I mean, but I just don't say it. Like put hashtag oldie or hashtag newbie if you want to. You don't need to, just to let me know how long you've been around. You know what I mean? Because some people, although I wasn't that consistent on YouTube for a while, for most of it really, some people have followed me for like 7 years, 6, 7 years, 5 years, even 4 years is a long time as well, you know what I mean? Even a couple of years. Some of my soul family I've only known like a year or a couple of years. It feels like I've known them fucking 10, 20 years. So, because we have been connected in other lifetimes. But yeah, basically that was good because Charlotte put in the comments of the last one, hashtag oldie, because she just knows that that's what I mean. But I was just aware that like I always say it, but I don't actually say it. So yeah. Anyway, let's pull the Rumi card. As it got to 22 minutes and 22 is a master builder number. You are fucking oh my god, I can't. What the fuck? They've done that because they know now I'm going to put my own shit aside to put this out. I'm fucking mind blown. This is the card I pulled the other day. Cancer Moon is mother in energy, as I've just went on about. By the way, I was about to say wittered on about, but it's channeling if you don't get channeling, if you've randomly came across this. But I can't imagine anybody that doesn't know that this is a twin flame channel would still be watching this at this point. So wow, Cancer Moon energy. Cancer energy full stop. We're in Cancer Sun and Moon. It's about mothering. And I've just freaking pulled the Divine Mother Manifest on the Cancer New Moon. Wow. Again. So this is, I did wonder why I was picking up the phone to do that. I thought, yeah, anyway, wow. We're going to read it again. I did pull it the other day, but wow, that's fucking crazy. That's crazy. From nothing to everything is the next one. That's what somebody's going from. From nothing, from silence between you and your twin flame to everything. So enjoy your alone time, because I don't think a lot of people are going to be alone much longer. Right. Divine Mother Manifest. Oh, you living in the world of 6 directions, accept the gloom and accept the bliss. And isn't that interesting that I was channeling about the doom and gloom that can be around in Cancer energy as well? It's very much about slowing down, but some people when they slow down feel pretty sad because they realise, wow, I'm not happy. But once you start to push through that and you start to heal, you'll just find peace in the stillness, you know what I mean? So, yeah. For those seeds buried in the ground will one day grow into fruitful orchards. We share her, this Divine Mother, you and I. We are her precious children. We are born through her love, and she shares in our losses and our gains, our tragedies and our triumphs. Her hair forms the galaxies, her thoughts become the stars. The sun is her own warmth, her breath is felt upon this earth, causing the roar of the ocean waves. Her voice is heard in the call of the whales and the trill of the birds. She's all nurturing life into existence. She is in my reaching for you, and she is in your acceptance of my divine hand. Is it just me, or does that feel like what I was talking about at the start? Although I was talking about how I was feeling towards my twin flame, wondering if he's feeling like that towards me. And listen, when you're feeling that about your twin flame, they are feeling that about you, even if they have got other shit going in their life, right? Like, just saying. She is, oh, but the challenge for the divine feminine is trust your masculine, that they will take the action when they're guided to. And bear in mind, some masculines may still be connected to other people, and we've got to respect that yeah, anyway. So she is all this great lady. Nothing lies outside of her sphere of influence and power, compassion and grace. That includes you and your dreams, great and small, my angel of love. This oracle comes to you via the sacred grace and mercy of the Divine Mother, who is the great manifesting expression of divinity. All that is created, all that is made manifest without exception, flows from her being. This is why it is safe to trust in life, even, most especially, the inexplicable, that's the word I can't say, inexplicable, yay, mystery, and even the darkness that may give rise to the fear and judgment within us. See how I just said yay, being able to say the word? That is symbolic of people that have wanted to reach out to their twin, whether you're a man, woman, whatever you identify as, and they finally find that moment to do it. Because it was like, I couldn't say it, and I was like, yay. It is all part of her unfathomable workings. So we pray for light, we pray for love, we honour and we live our lives with its mysteries as much integrity as we muster. That also feels like it's reflecting on what I said about, like, twin flames. A lot of the time don't know what's going on with their twin flame. And you're just trusting and you're having integrity with yourself. But beyond that, it is best to participate in this life with much less certainty than the mind would have us believe necessary for inner peace. Inner peace doesn't come with understanding, it comes with trusting. Can we understand a star or a galaxy? Perhaps not. Yet we can choose to trust in its beauty and beingness, and from it derive great energy, hope, and inspiration. The ways of the Divine Mother are not to be judged by our limited standards, rather than can be witnessed, experienced, and received. What a relief to not need to understand. What a relief to simply live with trust and know that everything will work its way out. Through those wise ways of the Divine Mother, there's a gift headed to you now. Will you receive it? I'm telling you, this card's about 20 flamies coming together. Will you receive it? That gift is one of manifestation, something you have been working towards, growing into, loving and dreaming for, perhaps for a very long time. And like I always say, I happen to feel the people I'm channeling for, not everyone, because I know some clients haven't known their twin flame very long in the physical, and it's not been years of separation, but I know lots of people, probably the quiet people, the lurkers, are people that have been apart for like 10 years and 15 years and 20 years, and so, very long time's an understatement, is finally coming to fruition. Perhaps you've caught a sniff of the aromas from the divine kitchen and know that the meal is nearly ready. And it smells delicious. That's hilarious, because I done a 5-minute one and I stopped it because I was going on about, oh my God, that's too funny. I was going on about, like, if you've been single a long time and you always make your own cup of tea or coffee, I was just going on about how weird that would be to have somebody, whether you're living with them or not, because they don't need to live with you. Obviously, if you're fucking hooking up your twin flame, they're going to be staying over a lot, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, how weird it'd be, just that little simple thing as somebody else putting the kettle on. Like, it's really, I feel it is really symbolic of, like, softening into your feminine, especially some of you masculine women out there. Because again, although I am primarily divine feminine energy, I do always acknowledge that I'm an alpha female, I mean, I am fiercely independent, but also I've just sat and said I fucking really want a cuddle from a divine masculine, do you know what I mean? And I feel he wants one from me. Or perhaps you have already been a curious and naughty angel. Oh, interesting timing there. You've poked your head through a door to the divine dining room, only to be captivated by candlelight dancing in reflection upon gleaming silverware. And I'm going to be serious for a minute. That was really symbolic, because I don't know until I speak to him, but I feel like me and him have associated something wrong with me and him. Like, in the past, like, because we hooked up, like, in the wee small hours of the night, and we were a bit of a secret. We weren't really people that kind of knew. Yeah, we weren't a total secret, but you know what I mean? We kind of were and we weren't, and it's like, and because it is to do with sex, it's like, oh, that's a bit taboo, you know what I mean? But it's kind of like, it is a bit like, you know, calm down, guys. Like, I can say for myself, but like, calm down if he felt that too, if that's going to resonate for him, because, or any twin flames out there, because we were both single, you know what I mean, when we were hooking up, so we weren't doing anything wrong. But it's just interesting that there was still that feeling of, oh, this is bad. You've poked your head through a door to the divine dining room, only to be captivated by the candlelight dancing reflection upon gleaming silverware and the subtle sounds of crystal goblets and finest china being laid down upon the exquisite dining table. Or maybe, dearest one, you've absolutely no clue what is about to happen. With your thoughts and attention so often turned to the past or the future, you've yet to realise what is coming to life for you this moment. Perhaps you will not gain any advance notice. I'm starting to get a bit worried that this one is mine. Anyway, I'm not worried, it's fine. Like I said, I'd fucking open the door with my hay fever fucking red eyes and but whatever. You will instead run smack in the middle of the dinner party hosted in your honour, and perhaps even feel unprepared, wondering if this morning's yoga attire is suitable for your grand occasion or your jammies. You're being asked to receive this gift completely and utterly, whether you feel sufficiently worthy or not, or appropriately and readily attired. It is time. The bestowal of this gift, as it should be, is as it should be, whether it seems to be in the best form or how it should be according to your opinion or the opinions of others. It as is the Divine Mother accorded it to be. She has her wild ways, of course, and often times her workings in the world are, to put it mildly, downright unfathomable. Yet somehow all things, all creations, all life, her every working, serve love. You're one of her creations, and so it is the imminent manifestation of your own heart truth. Live it, love it, receive it completely. It is yours and meant to be so. This oracle comes with additional guidance for you. No matter whether or not things appear to be working out, they are. And you are held in the loving protection of the Divine Mother to keep you from straying from your highest path and divine destiny. Can we just take a moment and appreciate how beautiful that is? That's what I mean about, I feel like I'm feeling that about my own twin flame. But actually, in reflection, this could just be because they wanted me to channel this message and to pick this card. But like what I'm saying, who knows? It's meant to be a mystery to me too. Am I just channeling a collective energy for the twins that are coming into union out there, and who's actually happening to right this minute or very soon, later this day, this week, whatever. But that's for a few people. Or, you know, the mystery is, like I said the other day, it could be me, and I'm not meant to know. And also, you aren't going to know too much further down the line too, because like I always say, don't tell anyone. I just looked at 33, and that's a Jesus number, Divine Masculine. So the Divine Masculines are absolutely waking up, and they're headed straight to you, some of us. There is work here for you to do upon this planet in your own unique way, because they've got that to do. They've got their own unique work that they need to do. Some of them might be like, what the fuck's happened to me? I need your help. It is the work of the Divine Mother, the work of love. So then allow her to care for you, even if you wonder what the heavenly minx is up to at times. Wow. I can take that my twin flame's like, fucking hell, what's she going to say next? You know what I mean? Especially when I'm doing shit like this in public. But he would have thought that about me at the time too, because I was really shy and quiet. And but he would always bring that out in me. Heavenly minx. But it's true. Like, and that's what true twin flames are like, you know what I mean? You might have a wee shy side, but your twin flame will bring the wild side out. I didn't mean like that, but hey. Right, anyway, so I was going to pick another card, but this is taking 34 minutes, so I might just pick another one and not read it, but I don't know, it's just because I might cut off. Like, oh, wait a minute. That one's about union, I think. Victory of Miriam. I pulled that the other day, like just for myself. I just saw one that said passion as well, 41. Victory of Miriam. If you are longing to caress the moon, don't turn away from it. That's divine feminine. If you are not If you are not ill, why do you crawl under a blanket to hide? That's new moon and Cancer energy. You are in a quarry of sweets. Why do you look so sour? That could also be Cancer energy. You live in the spring of life. Why are you withered inside? That could be Cancer energy. You get what I'm saying? Don't fight against yourself. Don't flee from what you could be your glory. Like a fearless moth, dive into the flame. Why be linked to your obsessions? Burn out in the flames until your heart and soul are enlightened. Get out of the old carcass and form yourself a new body. Wow. Come out your dark night of soul and run to your twin flame. Why are you afraid of a fox when you descend from lions? Why be a lame ass when you have the strength of stallions? The beloved you seek will arrive to open the door to your fortune, for love is the key that opens all of your locks. Holy fucking shit, man. And I'm sure I said it at some point if somebody turned up at the door. Somebody's turned up at the door for someone. And I better get a fucking message before mine does that. He doesn't even know where I live. Anyway, you will feel you are immortal, and I know you are divine. You feel you are not ready for the task, and I know that. This is for the divine masculines that are going towards their feminines. 100% is at 36 minutes. Interesting. Oh, for fuck's sake. You feel you're... Oh, wait a minute, I've lost it. You reach... you feel you're not ready for the task, and I know that triumph is only moments away. So it's basically some divine masculines feel like, shit, this isn't going to be, it's not going to be the reaction I want. Because bear in mind, some divine masculines really have got a terrifying task of they don't know how their divine feminine feels. So that's why I'm always saying, if my twin flame happened to come across this, you just think yourself lucky, mate, because I fucking told you it's all right. Not only is it all right, it's like, Christ, I just want to give you a big cuddle. And I'll tell you the rest in private. Right, I'll probably show you the rest. Anyway, moving on. But this is for the divine masculines that don't know that. You feel you're not ready for the task, and I know that triumph is only moments away. You reach out to me for protection, but you are me, and the protection that you seek is already within you. We are not apart. I am living through all that you are and all that you love, all that you have lost and all that you offer to me in surrender. I am in you as your courage and magnificence, and any task I send to you is simply one of the tasks for which you were born. You are an eagle with wings ready to soar, so I push you from the cliff top that you may know yourself. Also, by the way, right after Cancer means Leo moon, and that is about being brave. And I would, absolutely say taking a leap of faith. This oracle brings you a message of affirmation and success. Do you hear that, divine masculine, regardless of sex? If this ain't about the physical manifestation of you and your twin flame, this is about some kind of manifestation in business or somewhere in life where you need to take action. You know, that we've got this inside us too for the people that... But you and your twin flame are you. You are inside each other. Your victory is already assured. You're being led into it now. No matter if you believe it is not possible and you're placing more faith in the appearance of distraction or an obstacle in utter success. Distractions and obstacles are the dark energies that are coming in amongst the twin flames. But what I've been picking up in the collective, if you've been following the messages, the shorts as well. Check out the shorts, by the way, because although they're only a minute, some of them are gold. Just saying. And I'm not being big-headed. I'm channeling the divine. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of them are powerful. Whatever karmic energies were getting in the way, they might still not be happy. Like ex-romantic partners, or obviously it's more understandable if a twin flame's actually still with someone and they're leaving them to go to someone. That I do understand that's really difficult for karmic partners. They're not all... Although some karmic partners have honestly treated twin flames horrendously, like, I'm not going to lie, like, they really have. It's... they come as teachers, and I do respect that part. So anyway, it's different for different people, but what I'm saying is these relationships are destined, and I feel a lot of karmic partners are coming to terms with that too, that it's like, the way I always see it is, if you were with someone, whether you're a man or a woman, right, or whatever you identify as, think about it. If you are still in a relationship with someone, but you know that they're daydreaming, fantasizing, longing after someone else from their past, or some people, it can be people they've met at work, whatever, and those of you that know me very well know that I can't stand cheating. I honestly, like, I fucking hate it. And I would never encourage somebody to cheat. I've always encouraged my clients that if they meet their twin flame in a situation like that, which to be honest is really weird. Although that does happen to twin flames, I don't actually really ever tend to attract people in that situation where they meet someone at work and fall in love with them. And I think it's probably because of who I am, you know, because I don't like cheating and everything. It's although I understand marriage in this realm is a bit of a sham, really. You know what I mean? Like some people's marriages are a bit of a facade. Let's be honest. It's kind of like, yeah, I tend to not attract people in those situations. It is I'll tend to attract people that like they've known their twin flame when they were younger, because obviously that's my situation, or they hooked up with them casually, because that's my situation. Although I say that, like, we hooked up casually, but we did have a real strong bond. We did. Um, it's just we would hide it from one another at times as well, you know, and kind of try and play it cool. Anyway, I just got a 40-40 when I said that. Maybe it's going to be me having fucking got our shit together at 40, but listen, that's still a while away, right? I'm only 38. I'm not waiting until I'm 40. But you know, I did, all jokes aside, I take that to mean that anyone that is the same age as me, or, you know, ages with my twin flame, because he's only a couple of years younger, he only fucking worked out why I keep getting led to 36. But it's not just for me though. It is that 36 is the age where you start to mature. So, and also lots of other people will, you might be 36, or your twin flame 36, you know what I mean? Because remember, a lot of twin flames have got like 10 years apart in that, you know what I mean? Anyway, back to what I was saying. I'm just acknowledging that I don't tend to attract these real taboo situations with twin flames where someone's met someone at work and they're having an affair and all that. Because I've seen some apparent true twin flames, like, sort of basically condoning cheating. And then that's when you get other people. I'm not naming names, but some of you might even have seen that. This was like 6 months ago or something. But I remember seeing another really big reader who'd basically been putting twin flame stuff out, and then she basically was like, I'm not doing, quite a few of them actually done it at the same time. They were like, I'm not going to do twin flame readings because I don't condone cheating and blah blah blah. And that really triggered me, because I was like, I'm a twin flame channeler, but I don't fucking condone cheating either. And any true twin flame wouldn't. But it's not really as like straightforward as that. It's usually the case that like somebody like is trapped in a relationship or a marriage, or, you know, both, where controlling behavior, or for the darker cases like black magic, like it is like oh my god, I'm seeing that again. I'm seeing in The Little Mermaid when, you know, the Ursula turns into the attractive princess or woman or whatever, and you know, if you remember that scene, I'm actually going to start pissing myself laughing. A fucking seagull just about dived into my window. It's like the seagull in Little Mermaid. I can't. That's too funny. Anyway, pull it together, Claire, because there's no seagulls by my window now. It was just literally when I started saying that. But you know, it's like oh, of course they're flying all about my window now. But you know what I mean? It is. He's in a spell. You can see in that scene. Go and fucking Google it if you can't remember what I'm talking about. But he's like, he's just sort of walking towards the altar or whatever in a total daze, like someone's put a fucking spell on him, and that is what it's like. It's like they're being held. Some of them are being held against their will. Now that's not everyone, so don't fucking get your knickers in a twist, karmic partners out there. If anybody's fucking lurking on this shit, anybody's karmic partners. It's just, what I'm saying is, if you are that energy, a man or woman, whatever you identify as, why would you do that to yourself? Why would you think you're only worthy of keeping somebody held against their will, controlling someone, manipulating someone to stay in a situation for whatever reason? Because a lot of people do that because of children. Why would you think that's all you're worth? Like, why would you want to spend the rest of your days with someone that you know wants to be with someone else? Like, love yourself more. Like, seriously. We all need to love ourselves more and want more for ourselves. And also, where children are involved, want more for our children. Because your children are watching and your children are learning. That's not a good thing to learn. If that postman heard me as he posted that letter, that's pretty embarrassing. Right, that was heavy. Yeah, your victory is already assured. You're being led into it now. No matter if you believe it is not possible and you're placing more faith in the appearance of distraction or obstacle than utter success. No matter if you've forgotten for a moment that the divine lives in you and as you, and that apparent failure is only a part of the process, the plan through which learning happens, serving the ultimate holy victory. Yes, your victory is inevitable. It's like they're saying to me, right? See, if I had really felt like, you know what? I'm just going to send him a message and be like, listen, I've no idea whether you've been fucking seeing what I'm saying in public for the past 6, 7 months. And if you haven't, you might want to go and have a look. That's all I do. But I'm just letting you know I'm here for you. And I'm not going to say anything else. I'm just letting you know I'm here for you. And then say he had just pagged that, because that's often, if I was to reach out, I'm sure that's what he would do. Like, if he just tagged it means ghosting, by the way. If he ignored it, yeah, it'd feel a bit shit, right? And it would feel a bit like a failure, wouldn't you? But oh, fuck. But at this point with me, I wouldn't. I just looked at my bag over there, it says no fear. It's like, I would be trusting my intuition that he needed to hear it in that moment, and that he'd, and at this point, and at this stage in the game of life, the fucking twin flame game, it's going to be very rare that a twin would ignore you. But if they did, because you might not, it is possible, it's only because they're gathering the thought. And my feeling is, I've not got a Scooby Doo what the situation is with mine. Why is that letter only just falling now? But see, a letter just fell through the letterbox, and the posted it like a few minutes ago. So isn't that interesting? It's like it was in the letterbox, but it didn't fall on the floor till like a few minutes later. So again, it's like, that to me is like, don't take action towards someone. They, basically, divine feminines are feeling this strong urge to reach out your divine masculine. It's probably because they're about to do it and you're feeling it. I'm not saying, I don't know if that's the case in me. Fucking hope it is. But if it's not, then yeah, I surrender again. But anyway, yes, your victory is inevitable. Oh God, there's another loaded pages. So you're being given this reminder from the Holy Mother, Mary, also called Miriam. And remember, I always channel Mother Mary, so that's significant. The beloved divine presence of love that she serves. It is that presence that is real. It is the Holy Mother that is real. It is the divine in you that is real. And all else swirls around you so your soul can play. Every challenge and adventure is an opportunity for you to test your mettle and to be what you are in truth. The eagle that flies requires space and an open sky. The tigress that hunts requires hunger to drive her to fulfill her being and live in nature. What you need to realise, your divine nature is a wholly living expression of the greatest love. So life is providing for you that your needs be met. Whatever may be troubling you or soon to present itself is not a situation or circumstance meant to bring you trouble. You just need to allow yourself to become more eagle-eyed, beloved, wild one. I get what that's talking about. It's talking about seeing it from a higher perspective. That even if you are a twin flame out there, that there's complicated shit going on and your twin flame's actually, like, you know for a fact your twin flame's married or with someone or whatever. Again, not a good situation to be in. And yeah, not a good situation to be in. But look at it from the higher perspective that eventually, if you know in your heart of hearts your true love, I was going to say that you are a true twin flame and they're your true twin flame, they can't maintain that forever. You know what I mean? And they know that too. So just be patient. You just need to allow yourself to become more eagle-eyed, beloved wild one. It is not what appears to be that it is some sort of challenge for you. Not at all. It is only how you're viewing the situation. Can you allow yourself to shift perspective? Yes, you know this is the truth. It is only in forgetfulness that fear creeps in. Oh yes, to forget for a moment that your divinity and to lapse into erroneous belief that the challenges are more real than the love they veil. No, the real challenge is in the attitude, not in the circumstance or situation. And again, that is about true love always trumps whatever else. True love always prevails. Whatever apparent karmic situations, dramas, I mean, because let's face it, if you're watching the daily messages, I'm picking up on a lot of drama for some people. Now, obviously, not everyone's going to have real heavy shit going on. Well, actually, everyone's going to have heavy shit on, but not everyone would have, like, things to do with court and all that. But some do. So let's send people love that are in those situations. Or it might still be yet to come, people that are having, share their assets out or their fucking house or whatever, or things to do with kids, you know what I mean? Will you remember that all is divinity manifesting and nothing exists outside of it? All is perfectly designed to help you fulfill your being, live your truth, experience your power, and reside in the perfection of your divine loving heart. Be curious rather than afraid. What is loving seeking to draw out of you now? It is always loving in interaction with you, even if sometimes you feel like you're hauling a massive rock on your back up the steepest of all hills to build a temple at its apex. Yet if the temple is built overlooking the ocean and startling burst of golden orange sunset explodes across the water, turning it gold. Funny that I mentioned the sunset on that postcard. You'll forget about climbing that hill. You'll just drink in the view instead. Do you know what I might do? I'm going to put that as a thumbnail. Take a picture after that postcard. You'll just drink in the view instead. You'll forget what you were supposed to worry about. Oh, don't you hate it when that happens? You'll just have to love in the moment and be peaceful instead. I'm going to need to hurry up. I've got 30 minutes for my workshop. Anyway, it makes more sense. That means something though. I'm going to need to hurry up. Somebody feels like I need to hurry up. And maybe you do. Maybe you do. Maybe we're all ascending to the new earth. And maybe it's time to catch that train. Talking in riddles, but some people are really going to hear what I'm saying. It makes more sense to notice the sunset than to turn your back upon its glory and grumble about how heavy those rocks were. And see, that's what I'm talking about, the Moni energy that Cancer can have. You know, flip that, maybe not Moni. I wouldn't usually say Moni. It's you know, just dwelling or being a bit miserable, yeah. Then, in your inspiration and your forgetfulness, you'll dream of another temple in the process of creation, perhaps with more lugging about of your heavy rocks, and it will begin again. It's like, for instance, right, so because of the moon's in Cancer and that, the part where that is in my chart, quite often when the moon's in Cancer, I can feel a bit miserable, you know, or a bit kind of melancholy or sad. And so obviously if you are Cancer sun, moon or rising, you're going to feel that stronger at times. It's just a fact because it's one of your main placements. So that's what I'm saying, we've all got a bit of all of this. So just in case I'm triggering anyone with Cancer energy. So but then so too will another captivating sunset be granted, best witnessed in your newly built temple that renders you speechless and spellbound. This oracle brings you guidance and comfort, whatever is going on in your life right now, whether it brings you joy or deepest struggle. And see, that really picks up on the unions that are happening, people that have cleared the karma, their karmic debt, whatever's going on, and they're headed with a skip in their step towards their twin flame. And then the people that are still in the deepest struggle and they're actually still trying to get out of that shit. And that's why I keep putting out these mixture of messages of, if you are someone that's still in that, time's up, because the alarm went off, but time's up for feeling like that. There's no excuses. I've got a karmic shamanic journey there, which has literally helped people get out of those situations. Some people, like right after they watched it, they were able to have the conversation with their karmic partner about this isn't right. It gave them the strength to do it. Several people, by the way. Some people, it was nothing to do with romance and they were hooked on drugs. I'm not shitting you. Somebody did tell me that a friend was in that sort of situation and it helped them. So it's some people, it's like they're worried about their children being with the wrong person and they've journeyed with the highest good of all and things have come about and you name it. So go and be open-minded and do it. And if you want to experience it live, then book a session with me. Right. You can email the soulfamwolfpack@gmail.com and my assistant, my little angel, will get back to you and let you know what to book. But basically it's the 144 sessions. They're hour sessions that can often be longer. But if you want to do a shamanic journey with me, I always prefer someone's watched one of my recorded shamanic journeys first because they are intense. So, right. Is the divine in you as you breaking through into your life? Do not hesitate to trust in it. Also, by the way, remember, when you do something in the spiritual, in the energy realm, it can take a while to manifest, but it will manifest. And Divine Mother manifests. So maybe this is for people that done that shamanic journey when I recorded it way back in February or whenever it was. It feels like February. And maybe the things are coming about in your physical now. Remember that. There is no time. Time is an illusion. It's done. It's just a case of it manifesting. For some people, it's manifesting right about now. Maybe some people's manifests on the 15th. Because I got guided to watch one of the old ones that I'd done. I think it was, well, not too old. It was about 10 days ago. And I said, oh, maybe people are coming together on the Sunday. And then somebody did let me know that they actually did hook up with their twin on that Sunday. So just letting you know, not everyone's going to put that in the comments. Oh, did you hear what she just said? She just spoke about prisoners. They want to be here just about as much as I do. Oh, for fuck's sake, stop, I'm pausing. Wait a minute, I'm going to have to do that so that it doesn't do that. That woman just said to the other women, you're prisoners. They want to be here just about as much as I do. Basically meaning they don't even want to be here. They just feel like they need to be because they owe you something. Fucking hell, baby, that's pretty deep with what I just said. Right, I've paused it again though. But see, that everything means something. That just unpaused, weird. I had a feeling it was going to do that as well. Right. Yeah. Do not hesitate to trust in it. Embrace it fully and let it have its way. There's nothing there that needs to be resisted. This is like the Kundalini energy, which is very strong. The sexual pull to your twin is like fucking nothing. You can't really describe it properly. You have to experience it. And it says you're safe to be wild. And bear in mind, that was the other card when that said about something about whatever, heavenly minx. You are safe to be wild, to be alive. And you are. You are safe to be like that. You're again, like, yeah, that's how I felt. That is how I felt with my twin flame. Like, no other guy's getting to see that side of me. Do you know what I'm saying? Anyway, live it with love and let it unfold. The promise of success is yours. So allow yourself to be brought to it through the guiding wisdom of life, the life that serves love. But the same with me saying that, I happen to feel that no other woman has got to see the side of him that I got to see. That, you know, the hashtag all the feels side is what I mean. There is also a part, and even if it a little bit, not as deep a level, you know, you just twin flames, man. It's the other half of your soul. It can never be, even if they fall in love with someone else, it's not the same kind of falling in love as with you. You know what I mean? Basically, it's not real. There is also a part of you that is daring to love, to live, and to trust more so than before. It's like, right, I'm going to be honest, right? I remember, right, when my twin flame met somebody, got into something, I met a guy too, which is really weird. Really, really fucking weird. And I tried to convince myself for about 2.5 seconds that this guy was like heaven sent. And there was a lot of weird synchronicities, right? But he just turned out to be another fuckboy. It was just to distract me from the pain of what my twin was getting into. I mean, it makes me laugh now, but you know, so some of you might think like that, oh God, that's really honest. That's going to trigger people. But that's like some of the twin flame channelers out there that are like, if your twin flames with someone else, like you go and get with someone else, don't hang around waiting them. No, that's you just shying away from doing the shadow work and doing the real work and the how hard it is to be patient and hold space and know that that person's going to wake up when they're ready. You know what I mean? It's like you're only going to cause yourself more karma, more shit, and more pain, in my opinion. Anyway, like if I had forced myself to get into something like that with a guy that I knew was just actually going to fucking piss about, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just causing more fucking shit. It's like, whereas I've not got anything like that. I've literally not got anybody in my past. It's like, you know how some people are sort of saying, oh, there's two people coming towards you. That's impossible, mate. Because if there's another guy coming towards me, like, I'm sorry, whoever you are, you've not got a fucking look in. Have you saw the way I talk about him? Like, why would you even do that to yourself? I couldn't care less if somebody thinks they're in love with me and fancies the pants off me. Unless it's my twin flame, I'm not interested. Because I'm madly in love with my twin flame, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's really passionate, but it's fucking true. There's also a part of you that is daring to love, to live, to trust more so than ever before. You're even daring to quit the traumatic tendency to relive so many past hurts and aches, that's Cancer energy. So no longer wanting to taunt yourself with failure and critique. You're less frightened of yourself, so you do not need to sabotage yourself anymore. You're learning love's way and claiming it as your own. That is your path to victory assured. This oracle asks you to trust in your growing optimism, to let the war be over now, and to put it behind you, even if it means weeping with sweet sorrow and relief for a while. That's the divine masculines that may need to grieve the relationships that they've either just come out of, or even if they've been out of them a while, there may be other things that they're grieving. For God's sake, some people may have actually lost people. People may have died in their life. You just don't know. The sunset is golden. Oh, I'm definitely using that sunset pitch postcard. The struggle is behind you now. Now just rest and enjoy the golden glow as you rest with love a long, long while. Wow. And it got to an hour. I was trying to get it to the end of an hour. That's why I sped up. Also because I've got to go and get a cup of tea before I do my workshop. My ears just went funny, and I know I've had a lot of you saying to me that you're feeling the pressure in your ears. So if you're feeling changes in your balance or your ears, I do feel it is the rising up. It's the rising up of us on this ascension process. But it almost felt like I was going to faint there. So I'm just sort of saying, right, listen to the sacred honouring ritual, and please like, comment, subscribe, share this with a twin flame that you know might need these comforting words. In private, guys, I'm private too. You don't need to be fucking sharing it on your profile, and I'm sure people that are in karmic situations aren't exactly going to be doing that. But I appreciate the support, and book a session if you need more support than this. Right. I call on Miriam, who loves me without condition, to bring me faith, and Rumi, who loves me unconditionally, to bring me oneness with the great beloved. I call upon the unconditional loving wisdom of life and my own divine essence, and I give thanks for all that is. I give thanks for the light that will be born from the darkness, and I give thanks for the fullness of my being coming into expression now. I give thanks for the grace and mercy that guides my way, and I surrender into the love that is leading me into my divine destiny now. So be it. Close your eyes and bow your head to your hands and pray again, and still your mind if you can for several moments. When you feel ready, simply open your eyes and you've completed your honouring ritual. Time's up, and you didn't close your eyes anyway because I never told you to, but you might have done it at your own accordance. And look, dance of the divine feminine, as we're in a very feminine new moon right now, right? And this has been a true divine feminine channeling this beautiful message. I might say rather vulnerably. I know I'm vulnerable pretty much all the fucking time, but that's what I'm here to do. As someone once gave me a backhanded compliment on my counselling course, I give others the gift of rawness. You're welcome.